Hi everyone, welcome to Unit 4, Design, Fashion, and Function. Well, you've almost made it to the end of the course, and this is where we start to get really creative with what we're doing. So for Activity 1, we're going to learn about some famous architects and how they've impacted the design world. So specifically, I want you to research an architect of your choice. I've listed 6 prominent architects that have influenced design in Canada. You may be aware of others. You can certainly email me if there's somebody else that you're interested in, but I think these are your primary architects. We have Mies van der Rohe, Frank Lloyd Wright, Buckminster Fuller, John Parkin, A.J. Diamond, and George Baird. So what I'd like you to do for this is create a report. Now, before we go on to the details of the report, I want to just review how to conduct social science research. So there are 2 types of research, primary and secondary. Primary research is based on something you do yourself or first-hand information. So maybe you're actually interviewing an architect and they're responding to you. That would be primary research. Secondary research is when you're learning about something from someone else. So maybe it's a book or a website about Buckminster Fuller or about Mies van der Rohe. That'd be secondary research. And this information is gathered or compiled by another person, not by the individual themselves. In any case, once you're aware of the difference between the two, you have to make sure that any research that you do is well documented. So the way we document information is using citations and references. Citations can be in many different formats. You've probably heard of MLA. Some of you may have heard of Chicago. There's lots of formats. In social science, we use what's called APA, or the American Psychological Association format. So that's the format that I would prefer that you use. Plagiarism is obviously the largest concern here, which is why we're wanting to make sure that you're using a format when referencing your work. Make sure that if you do reference from an outside source, you're not just giving me a link, a web link. That's not appropriate for a grade 11 course. You want to be able to do things properly. So in that vein, I've given you a link to learn more about APA documentation style. So it gives you some information on the general format from the Purdue Writing Lab. This is the most acceptable and up-to-date source for general information about how to do APA guidelines. But even easier than that, there's an interactive learning object that's going to talk to you about the basics of architecture. And then you could take a look at how you would cite that information or information you search using a citation builder. So there's not only an embedded object in the course, but you could also go to the website's EasyBib or Citation Machine. So Citation Machine, I have the link set up for you, opening to APA. All you do is you put the, you have to click the correct one. So you're going to click website, and then you're going to paste the website here into the find a website by URL, search websites, and then just follow the prompts on how to proceed. EasyBib is much the same. You're going to input your website, choose your source. This one's already on website, and then cite this, and it's going to lead you through the steps that you need to put a proper APA formatted citation, which you will include at the back of your project or on the last page of your project under what's called Works Cited. So that will be the title, Works Cited. Don't say bibliography, and please don't say references. Please call it a Works Cited. Once you're finished reviewing that content, reviewing how to build your citations and the basics of architecture, you're going to click on the assignment page. And your assignment is to actually look at one of the influential architects we've discussed, research each of them, composing a 2-paragraph response about each one of them, naming the architect, the time period, their ideas, famous buildings, your opinion of the design influence. You can include pictures, you can include illustrations or drawings. We have to cite all sources that you have found about each of these architects. Now, what most people have done for this project in the past is they've done it as a PowerPoint, They've created 1 or 2 slides for each of these architects with information in written form in their own words and pictures of their work. Sometimes the slides would go for maybe 4 slides, 2 with information, 2 with pictures on each of these architects. And then at the end, have a works cited page where you have your citations listed. So that's one way it's been done before. You can do it on a Word document. You can do it as a video that you upload. It's up to you. Good luck with this project and have a good day.